advantage of using a bow drill is you just have more resources to use. So any softwood is good, but you can also use a hardwood. Osage orange is a really hard wood that they make bows out of, like actual hunting bows, primitive bows, and you can make a bow drill set out of it. So I've got 4 elements here. I have a fireboard, I have a spindle, I have a socket. This is to protect my hand. You want it to rotate, we put a penny in there. But you don't have to have that. You can just have a good hardwood that polishes off really good. So cedar works good for your socket, and you have a bow. I use an Egyptian bow drill as opposed to a tension bow drill. So a tension bow drill is I would keep tension on that line. And sometimes you have to press and you only get one single wrap around your spindle. Well, that causes a lot of wear on your cordage. I had a piece of 550 cord and I got 3 attempts out of it before that 550 cord broke with a tension bow drill. With an Egyptian bow drill, you get several wraps, just depending on how much, no more than really 8. So I go in between 6 and 8 wraps, and you can keep it fairly loose. And so it doesn't wear your cordage out. This is actually pretty weak cordage compared to the 550 cord. Then you want to step up on your fireboard, and the technique is important here. So your lead leg that's stepping on the fireboard, you're going to take your other arm, lay your chest down on it, and wrap it around. It kind of locks you in place. What you want to avoid is that you're out here like this, because it'll get real wobbly, and then that spindle will pop out of your fireboard. So same method that Zach did. He burned in a notch. He's got the little V, except we can go with a little bit thicker wood, about 3/4 of an inch, definitely no more than that, up to about 1/2 inch. If I only had 1/2 inch, it'll burn through pretty quick. With your spindle, the size of your thumb is ideal, but if you have a hard time because you don't have the muscle endurance, you can go down to about your index finger. I wouldn't go any smaller than that. Like I just use this one, that's really small, and it burns through really quick, so I'm only going to get a few attempts if it's too small. So I'm going to go ahead and make a coal. So I'm pushing down with my left hand, that's the top hand, and notice how I have to keep the bow at an angle. So I can't keep the bow perfectly straight like that. I have to kind of angle it down. Oh yeah, I had that knife. I was supposed to use that. And then I take that and transport it to my tinder bundle. So I take my coal and drop it in the tinder bundle. So if you have a large enough coal, which you'll often get with a bow drill, you save all that dust. Probably should use the back of the knife to do that. And then you can cut it. So you end up getting 2 coals or 4 or whatever. So if something goes wrong, you've got multiple attempts.